Afternoon, everyone. We got some licenses to display that the general public has been waiting on bated breath to kind of see and unveil. And so I want to just thank everybody that's here today. Thank Lieutenant Governor as well as Senator Palmer, who's been an advocate for this license plate for quite some time, and along with Bud Craddock and the DMV staff for their for their leadership on this issue. Last year, we announced that it was time to say goodbye to the iconic wave design license plate, which we all love, but it's time to, for many reasons, and Bud will kind of talk about some of the more logistic reasons why we need to keep our license plates renewed. So this is a big deal right now for Rhode Islanders. We know it is. It's been around for 25 years, and I bet that many of us in this room have that design on our own license plates. But as we know, Rhode Island has evolved in many great ways. It's time that our license plate reflects that. So we reached out to Rhode Islanders and said, what do you want your license plate to look like? And how do you want Rhode Island to be portrayed around the country? Which it is a poster for Rhode Island as we travel out of state. Nearly 1,000 people stepped up, submitted their ideas to be chosen as the one winning design. Today, we are finally unveiled the 5 finalists in that contest. They illustrate Rhode Island's independent spirit, each in a different way, and I want to thank all those who submitted and their creative and their designs to DMV. We're very thankful for the pride you have in your state. I think it's good that people from the state of Rhode Island are thoroughly involved in a selection process like this. So now it's time to call on you to vote. So we'll end up having a vote on the 5 selected final designs. Today's kicks off a 2-week voting period where people can go online to vote for their favorite design. You will decide which design becomes our new license plate. And in 2 weeks, we will reveal the license plate that received the most votes. I hope everyone takes the time to vote in this contest. Whichever license plate design you choose will end up on the roads in just a matter of months. I want to once again thank all those taking part in this effort, and our license plates represents our state to the rest of the country, and I know that the winning design will be one that we're all proud of. And especially in this time frame when we're looking at destination marketing, we were all at the airport last week talking about opening the state of Rhode Island to the entire country and the entire world. This license plate will be seen throughout the country, and it's going to make an impression on the people who we want to visit Rhode Island. So our license plate is another way to market our state of Rhode Island in a way that we all can be proud of. So with that, I'd like to invite Bud Craddock up to say a few words. Director, thank you, Bud, for your hard work and making all this happen. Thank you, Bud.
Thank you, Governor. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming here today. First, again, thank you to the Governor for his leadership in moving this project forward. As he mentioned, it has been a long time since we have redone the license plates in Rhode Island. By statute, they are supposed to be done every 10 years. We're a little bit behind. So right now we have had a selection process where we had over 940 submissions from 369 different individuals that submitted to the DMV. We at the DMV, we had a panel of our experts. Chuck Hollis, the Assistant Administrator, is actually co-chair of a national standard for license plates for the American Association of Motor Vehicle Administrators. So we're lucky to have him as part of the team. And as you can see, these are the 5 finalists. These have come down. There are a couple tributes to our iconic wave plate. Even though we did change the wave, we still did keep a couple of the options so that people still felt that connection to the wave. One of the things that we have to look at when we're doing license plates, many of the times people will ask, why do you change the plates? Well, first off, because they're 25 years old, many of them are getting worn, they're peeled, they're unreadable. And one of the factors is plates are supposed to be reflective. And the reflectivity starts to degrade after 5 to 7 years. So we have plates that are out there that are unsafe, they're unreadable, they're problematic for law enforcement as law enforcement tries to read these plates. They're also problematic for individuals that see a car do something, be it an accident, and they try to obtain that particular registration number so that they can communicate it to the proper authorities. One of the other issues that we have to be concerned with is that the design has to be significantly different than the existing design. Part of that reason is there is an estimate of 3 to 4% of vehicles are on the road are currently unregistered. That's a loss of revenue to the state, to municipalities, and also those vehicles are potentially unsafe and are hazard to the rest of us that are motoring public. They may not have passed safety inspections, they could be having problems with emissions, and they could also be uninsured, which again creates problems for us as the motoring public. So with that, we have the designs that you see. They are going to be available as of 1 o'clock. There's going to be a link on the dmv.ri.gov website that is going to allow our residents to choose. Other states have followed this model and had been very successful in engaging the public rather than just coming out with a plate design out of the DMV or out of some particular office in state government. So we wanted to engage the public. I suggested that to the governor when he first came on board, and he liked the idea, gave the support to it, and after multiple meetings at the DMV, we have pared it down from 940 down to these 5. So hopefully we're going to have some good response on the voting. I'm looking forward to see which one actually will win. So thank you very much, and if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer anything.
Well, I think as the director said that there's a law that, or an ordinance, a statute that says this needs to be done every so many years. I'd certainly, I've been in office for a year, and we're checking off one at a time things that have been left, unworked on. So I would say that the general public is that this is going to be a very positive thing for the state. Again, it's going to show an updated design. Rhode Island, as I mentioned in my comments, is really looking at the state in a very positive way. We're leading the Northeast on the economic opening, 4th in the country right now. This is a really good time to kind of keep that momentum going and to show a new design for Rhode Island that is headed in the right direction right now. So I think that people in general are going to be very happy with the fact that they're going to get an updated one, an updated plate. And then also there's the public safety issues that are involved, right? So that if there are plates out there, and the director has talked about that potentially are not registered, but they still got the plates there, we're going to really find some ways to make that work. And then also in terms of the overall public safety and the fact that our policing requires, road safety to have the license plates being able to be seen and being able to be recognized. So this is a good step in that direction. No, I'm going to leave that up to everybody out there, and I think that that's an important thing to do. But I can tell you that the number of people who responded really provided us some really good. You're seeing features there of bridges, and you're seeing features there of lighthouses. You're seeing features there of, sunsets in terms of the coloring and the water, which we're very proud of in the state. And as the director said, you're seeing, some remnants of the ocean with the waves on there. So, and then one of the things that is always there based on statute is the ocean state, right? Ocean state is required to be on the licenses, and rightfully so. We're the ocean state. Thank you. Oh.
Is there any additional cost beyond the fee for when people go to get their plate changed? How much else will it cost the state for this switchover?
Yeah, so I'll defer that to Bud, but I think that there is, because of the fact that this has been in the pipeline, and Senator Palmer will certainly tell you it's been in the pipeline long before I got here, and that we've accelerated it. There is an additional cost actually manufacturing the plate over and above what that original contract said. So I believe that the General Assembly is going to be appropriating those dollars, and then we'll go from there. But Bud can kind of detail that.
Each set of plates that's going out to the customers costs approximately $12 to produce and to mail. That cost is offset by the $8 statutory fee that was established by the legislature, I believe it was 2 or 3 sessions ago. And the remaining $4 and change is going to be a cost to the state to mail these out. One of the things that is very important is this is going to be done on a rolling basis based on everybody's registration renewal. This is not going to be all at once. And unlike when the wave plate was issued, people had to go to the DMV to pick it up. These plates, when they do their renewal, will be mailed to their houses directly from the manufacturing facility.
When will the rollout be in full effect? When will all be shifted over to?
Once we get the design done and announced in 2 weeks, then we will be working with 3M, who is the manufacturer of the sheeting, and then it depends on their production cycle. We're anticipating a 3 to 4 month period after that the plates will start being able to hit the roads.
Where do the plates come from now?
Right now, the plates are made at Correctional Industries. These plates are digitally printed plates. Correctional Industries does not have that capability yet. They're going to be building up to get that capability. The new plates are going to come out, and they're going to be completely flat. They're not going to have the raised alphanumerics on it. They're going to be a flat, digitally printed plate. The only change is, or it's not even a change, the rim will be what they call debossed. I have a sample I can show you afterwards if you wanted to see what a debossed plate is compared to the embossed plates. And also, too, the sheeting that we're getting on this is a newer quality of sheeting with a higher level of reflectivity. They're going to have about twice the reflectivity capacity as existing plates.
Where do these designs come from?
These particular designs, individual people that submitted designs to the DMV through the website that we'd established. That was an internal panel. It was myself, Mr. Hollis, the assistant administrator, and as I said, he's on the national committee. Then also our chief of the safety and emissions, who sees plates on a regular basis. So it was all done internally.
Forgive me, the response we're getting on social media is less than somewhat underwhelming
Okay.
about the design.
Well, I don't know about that. Have they seen the designs yet?
Yes.
Okay.
In response to the photos that we put out. What do you think?
Well, again, the initial response is a few people. Let's see what the majority of the state says.
When the rollout begins, you said it would be phased for people getting new plates. At what point will everybody have been switched over?
2 years. It's a 2-year cycle. And at the end of 2 years, anybody that has a wave plate, law enforcement will know that that's an unregistered vehicle and then can take appropriate action. The only wave plates that'll still be out there are the green plates for the hybrid or the electric vehicles. There'll still be the green wave plate, but the bluish gray tone that we have currently are the ones that are going to be replaced.
Any other questions related to this announcement?
Why do we do this every 10 years? Why is this in effect? Like, why does it exist?
Well, number one, it was put in the legislature, or in legislation, probably close to 20 some odd years ago. Best practice standards across the country say 5 to 7 years is the life expectancy of plates. And again, there are multiple reasons. Again, safety because of the reflectivity. It degrades over time. Number two, when you want to try to recapture those vehicles that are on the street that are unregistered and potentially unsafe. So you want to make sure through a reissuance program that you're stopping these unregistered vehicles on the street.
Why does that have to be co-injunction with the plate design? Couldn't you do that just by reissuing the plates we currently have?
Technically, that's a good question, but how would law enforcement know if this particular wave plate is registered compared to another one next to it? You want to have a design that's distinctively different so that law enforcement driving by can see the plate and know that if that wave plate is still there, that it's an unregistered vehicle.
What about when there's low their vanity plates? Is there going to be any impact on vanity plates?
Any of the existing vanity plates, if it's a wave design, they will be reissued as well. I'm sorry? Right now, new vanity plates are under review for the rules and regulations because of a lawsuit that took place, so we're still working on what we're going to be doing on those. But any new vanity plates, if they do come forward, will be on the new design. They won't be on the wave plate.
Commercial plates, antique plates?
Anything that has a wave. So you've got your commercial, your combination, suburban. There's probably about 8 or 9 different categories. Trailer, not taxi, trailer, motorcycle, anything with a wave, the blue wave will be replaced. None at all. This is not going to affect any of the existing charity plates, be it the New England plate, Fenway Park plates, the anglers, any of the ones that we have out there currently as charity, those are not affected. Those are not part of the reissuance program. It's just the wave plate. Once we have somebody selected, I think we'll work on something with the governor's office to bring that person forward when we announce the final winner.
If we could keep this just plate related, we'll talk afterwards after Christian topics. The governor will bring. Yes. Okay. I think that's it for this. Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.